So we took 2 shorts today. This is our new open right here. 5 minute time frame. I mean, what I saw, this run of the slope back into new week opening gap. After seeing us tap into new week opening gap with our 8:30 news, which we also had Powell today. I wasn't trading until 10. Seeing us tap into new week opening gap and create this vacuum block right here, or liquidity void, I was pretty confident that we were going to fill this going into the day, and that's exactly what we did. And I wanted to wait until 10 because I'm pretty sure Powell was speaking today, so I don't know why not a lot happened. So this is when Powell spoke. Not much happened, but after that, this is where I was looking for a play. And hold on, what was that? I did take one trade. I'm pretty sure it was right before the PM session because I was sleeping straight through it. Yep, it was right here. So I posted it on my channel a little bit late just because once I saw the displacement, I realized we did not have enough time to take up entry. I took entry on my Top Step X account, which you can see the link right here. But my entry was at this high, right when we tapped back into the mitigation block with a 9.5 handle stop. So we're going to go recreate that real quick. Boom, right here. Once I saw displacement, close through, I was like, alright, mitigation block, second leg redistribution short. We're going to target original accumulation. So, this is what we did. Boom, right here on the mitigation block. And 9.5 handle stop. Right here. There we go. And I was targeting our original accumulation, which it was, right? I was targeting, what was it? Let's see real quick. I just gotta confirm. What did we tap into? Because it's to the left of this. What did I target? Because I just targeted accumulation as a whole. So I'm pretty sure it was just this high right here. So lucky pick, I guess. And I usually target out. I just draw the high and low of this range, and I usually target a little bit inside of it, or just the top of this range is the safest place. But for some reason, I was targeting out this high. So, I mean, you can see I tapped it perfectly, no drawdown, which I did put stop to break even once we did get the initial reaction lower. So stop went to break even. When I saw this fair value gap get respected, I was like, alright, we have no reason to push back up higher. Consequent encroachment, this fair value gap is respected. If we do, it would be a return to, what was it called? What's the name for it? Probably return to the highs because I was bullish, so I was really worried about taking this trade. But it did play out market maker sell model into our second leg redistribution. And when I saw mean threshold of this order block being respected, I took shorts again. So taking shorts or re-entering is something I'm not really too confident in. Not confident, I am confident in some of my re-entries, but it's not something I like doing because once we already got, I think, the main bulk of the move, that's where we're not going to be looking for other trades. So this is where I showed it right here. 3 NQ cons. This one was 2 NQ contracts, by the way. This one was, I think, no, it was 1,200. This one, though, this short was 3 NQ contracts, and I got stop break even. My entry was right here because I was like, weird, this is being respected. So, I mean, I just held it. When we started pushing lower and we got this up close candle, same logic. I was like, all right, we have no reason to push back up higher. So stop went to break even, and as you can see, it did end up pushing lower, but I probably would have closed out of it anyways, just because I would not be confident in us running back up to these highs. So 2 shorts, 1 break even, 1 win, and after for the rest of the day or going into the PM session, it was so choppy. I was like, all right, I can't do this. Even though we had a clean, not entirely clean, but I'm gonna draw out our right here. This rejection block was respected, which is just the mean threshold. The middle of it was respected, and we ran out this low, but this is way too choppy to tell. We did not get a shift in market structure right here, so we did not have any type of good entry, unless you want to be looking for a unicorn. So we're going to draw out this breaker. Yeah, I'll just call that a breaker, I guess. 2 minute. I want to look for, scale through all the time frames to look for a fair value gap. And if we don't have one, I probably would not have taken a trade. 4 minute. Okay, so we did have a 4 minute fair value gap right here. No, we did not, actually. I messed up. I thought that we did, and we tapped back into it. We did not. So if we were to retrace into this, I probably would have had limits for this fair value gap right here, but we never tapped into it. And I would have wanted to look for a return to a discount, so that's probably a trade I would not be looking for. And we just pushed ourselves into a buy program all the way up here. Let's see if there's any type of way. Actually, I don't think there was, actually. Hold up. Yeah, I don't think there was any way we could have predicted a play for this. Some people could. I don't think that I would have personally taken this trade just because we didn't. But, I mean, some people could have. I mean, we didn't even return to this breaker until pushing through it. No retracement. I always want to see a retracement for a high probability entry. You could have taken a trade, forced it, but that would have been really risky in your part. We could scale up to the higher time frame and see. 5 minute for value gap. Still didn't tap into anything. But what I would have wanted to see was an inversion. This probably would have become a high probability inversion if we did tap into this breaker. This would have made us go long the second we closed above it, but we did push through it. Did we retrace into this order block? Okay, this is another mitigation, but if this was at 2, it wasn't. But I would have been able to say that this could have been a silver bullet play right here if we had a retracement here during 2. But this is not something I'd be looking for. And I think that this is more than what I'd allow for risk. No, it's not. Okay. Because I never really go above 10 handles. For the rest of the day, we pushed up higher. And I wasn't here for this. I was actually sleeping. So, I mean, we missed out on around 100 handles. I don't see any type of viable re-entry, though. Wanting to look for a retracement will make you miss out on bigger moves like this. But it will give you a strategy that will usually... What was it? How did I say this? It'll make you consistently profitable, and that's what we're looking for. Even though I can't really talk about that because these 2 trades we're not waiting for it. We usually have returned into these mitigation blocks, and it would have been a quick play, whether we respected it or not. I was confident because of the shift in market structure right here. So, I mean, after seeing the failure swing of this retracement, that was perfect enough for me to go short. That's what we got. So, do we have any questions? Because, hold up. We can wait for questions. Okay, I want to go over this if we have no questions. And this is something that I see a lot of people. I used to struggle with this, so I really want to make sure you guys will never, because when you start over trading, not over trading, over leveraging smaller plays, that's where it becomes rough for you. So, I mean, if you aren't keeping score, one trade with proper understanding can outperform a Baker's dozen. Oh, Baker's dozen of field setups. That's creative. But basically, being able to learn from these trades, or trades where you do well, it will teach you so much more in the terms of becoming consistently profitable than trying to make, I'd say, 3 handles, 5 handles, 15 handles with max size to make half of your account. With some, you actually can't have logic behind that if you're trading SCT, so it's just a waste of time. If you are in here and you're just over leveraging, you are going to be wasting your time for a while. Otherwise, I think you guys can read the rest for yourself, and you'll just deal with a bunch of fees, and you will be consumed by fees due to overtrading, ignorance in price action, and a sugar rush gambler's mentality. Superiority is seen in precision placed entries, optimal stop loss and risk management, and gaining exemplary returns with impeccable trade management and leverage. The more you know. So I think that was a really good speech for ICT. I'm going to try putting some more knowledge, because you can go on Twitter or X and find some really good stuff. Oh, I'm already on it. But you can see a bunch of, some of them are geeks, honestly, but they give some really good information. Oh, this price reach higher time frame, internal range liquidity. I used to read through these every day when I was doing my best, because some of these guys give some really good psychology, or some really good tips in general. Just some stuff that will reactivate your headspace. It'll basically rejuvenate you. So if you're not trading optimally, it'll tell you always look for a sweep of internal range liquidity, look for higher time frames, use your standard deviations, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I haven't been using my standard deviations, or oh, I haven't been marking out my liquidity points, or I forgot about change in state of delivery. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, I should be looking at SMTs. I did not look at SMTs once a day. It'll keep me sharp, because sometimes I don't do enough analysis in my charts, but usually I'd like to have a list going into the day, so I like to look for SMTs, higher time frame PD arrays, and overall, what is our sentiment? As you can see, our bias was bullish. Oh yeah, in the morning I tried framing shorts, or I was initially going to look for shorts, which was my bad. I saw the 705 respect of this right here. I'll show you real quick. And that I was thinking that could be my narrative, even though it was not higher time frame. I'm glad I stopped myself from actually trying to frame a short. This was it, right? Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was. Okay. But yeah, I was trying to frame a short off this. But, as you can see, there was probably nowhere we could have taken a short. So, I mean, yeah, there was actually no place we would have looked for a short. And if we did, this is what would have happened to us. We would have shorted, lost our account. Not lose our account, but still, I think you guys get the idea. So, if we have any more questions, we can go over them. But other than that, I'm probably going to wrap up the recap. Do we have any questions? So let me check trading floor. Chart settings. Bondale. Tiene może wie. No. When you first look at the charts, first thing I do when I look at the charts, higher time frame. I think every trader is going to say this. You always want to look for a higher time frame. And as you can see, this is what I had marked out. Market maker buy model. higher time frame PD arrays, run through this low. If I would have scaled out, we would have been able to see we ran out this low. Do we have any type of higher time frame PD arrays? No, we didn't. But what we did have, hold up, what we did have, this would have given us really good narrative to start pushing up higher. Plus, that liquidity void, we would have been bullish on the day, anticipating displacement above this high, or above this high right here. Yeah, hold up. We could have been anticipating displacement above this high since this is relative equal highs, or we could have been looking for a turtle soup, but I think displacement above this highs would have been good enough. So, with this expansion, we could have a retracement, but what's a PD array with and liquidity void? PD array is any type of fair value gap, order block, breaker block, anything of those sorts. But a liquidity void or a vacuum block are basically the same things. It's just a massive gap that price needs to fill. It's this thing right here. So it's like, okay, we ran out of low. What do we have to do next? We have to fill up this void. Motion detected at the front yard. Let's see what's going on right now. Ты мой призрак. Писек. Такой вот check. Oh, it's my brother's outside naked. That's weird. I mean, shirtless. Okay. No other questions? I think we're good. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, ES. Thank you for joining the server, my brother. Я люблю тебя. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that's about it. Have a good night, everyone.